How on earth do you ever outshine a bride on their wedding day?
No.
I don't get it.
I do think sometimes with TikTok trends, people just go, what could I do that no one else has done before?
Yeah.
So, which is
I kind
fine.
of love the inventiveness
Yes,
of that.
but
I
also
do.
the reason no one's done that before is because it's an absolutely shite idea. Hi! Welcome to your Monday episode. Happy Easter Monday, guys.
Happy Easter.
I hope you're having an excellent Monday.
Right.
Sorry, I had to. That's it done.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, everyone. I hope you are getting a wee day off today.
Did you all go for your egg hunt?
Yeah, egg
Emphasis
hunt.
on the.
It's a dodgy one, isn't it?
Aye.
But yeah, kids are off school, guys.
How are we doing?
How are we
Do you
doing?
need to,
We've only been off
a
for
little chat?
2 days was the weekend actually, so why do we need an early finish for Easter?
No, we don't.
We're
See
off for
that
long enough.
extra half an hour?
What does it do for anyone?
Just keep them.
The half hour is so strange. Who
Actually,
decided?
pure push out as well.
Who decided but the extra half hour?
Completely pointless.
It's
Jesus.
really pointless. No, he never. Let's stop saying it was Jesus. It was never Jesus that said that.
It
He
was
didn't actually probably have time.
Pharaoh.
Do you think they actually dealt with the concept of time
No.
in Jesus' day?
Yeah, it was the sun.
I don't think they would have said like, oh, it's 7 o'clock now. What time will I get you at Bethlehem? Or maybe about 11:45.
No,
They would,
I mean,
no,
they were
they would say
using-
like when the sun goes past the trees and
Yeah.
casts a shadow onto
Yeah.
the sandy land.
That was so poetic.
Was it?
No, the fact that they were using the North Star for guidance, they definitely
Yeah.
didn't have clocks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your misinformation of the week.
Do you know we're the only people that do the jump forward, jump back?
And that's just so we get daylight savings.
I
It's
know
just
that,
so
but
we
it's
get
pure
a better
depressing.
No,
day.
they do that in America as well. Remember Hocus Pocus? Daylight savings. I never understood what that
Yeah,
was.
but I don't think they changed their clocks.
That's what daylight savings is.
That's
though.
what daylight savings is. That's what it's moving the clock back and forward.
They might not use our wee tune, spring forward, fall back. That we
I do like that one.
I love it too. I taught it to the kids the other day.
It's very
Actually,
clever.
I think I teach that every year, but this is the year I feel they'll retain it the most.
Yeah.
This is the first year with the clocks going forward that it's not pure affected me and that I'm not constantly going, the time is 1, but it's actually 2.
It's actually the old too.
Yeah, I've just accepted it now and moved on.
I actually don't think that's anything to do with like the time or anything to do with anything other than just you as a person have grown,
Yeah.
and that's
matured.
actually just showing real maturity from you.
Yeah, thanks.
How do you feel about that? I feel like this might be a direct result of the iron. Have you
Maybe.
been on the iron?
I have.
See, there we go.
How are you feeling?
You did say you'll be a whole new person.
You haven't?
Well, no, I actually felt really shit at the weekend. I did not move off the couch, but we're getting there.
Have you been eating leafy greens?
I have, and we had steak the other night.
Oh, look
I
at you
did see
go.
that.
And yeah, actually-
Mother and peppercorn.
And yeah, which apparently that
No,
cancels
sorry.
it out.
It was and these are the chips. Pretty burnt, Marcus. They're not burnt. They're well done.
Oh, well done, Marcus.
He's obsessed with. Actually caught him watching Gordon Ramsay or Being Gordon Ramsay on Netflix, and he's now obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. Wants to be like Gordon Ramsay. Wants to be a chef.
Marcus is going to be a chef.
Yeah,
He's very inspired by food.
yeah,
Not in the unhealthy
Aren't
way,
we all?
more in the way that he's genuinely interested.
yeah, which is great for me because sometimes he'll be like, "Mum, do you want anything?" And he'll go and make snacks.
What will he make
He
you?
goes and like, I mean, sometimes it's just like a wee bowl of like granola and yogurt or something like that. But he'll still mix things.
That's nice.
He likes to make
Oh,
his own things, and then he'll make stuff for Oliver as well.
Cute.
He's
I
a good
love that
boy.
the independence is there now, isn't it? You kind of get to do fuck all.
I know.
Yeah, it's
It's
Apart
great.
for the dinner, but I can cope with that.
I know,
Yeah.
like when it's one of those things, like, you know, if you're going to use a hot glue gun, please get supervision from an adult.
Yeah.
We'll volunteer ourselves at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can pour their own cereal and wipe their own ass, we're doing great.
It's great. Although to
wipe
be
my
fair,
own ass.
in preparation of the Easter holiday, I moved my snack drawer.
Oh, did you?
I
Where
did.
to?
High up.
Oh, I tried that. I'm so sorry. Right, we've literally just reverted us back to where it was because
Why?
I made mine high up. The kids just kept standing on the counter.
Oh, they can't really get up
Oh,
my
can they
counter where it
not?
is. It's above my oven.
I actually had that. I cut that out of the vlog because I thought people were going to see that and be like, "Ailey, why are your kids there?" But
Climbing
like they
everywhere.
literally just climb up on the worktop
Yeah.
and then they can still get to the. So that's where they would get their snacks.
No.
Can I tell you we hack for the Easter holidays then, and also for summer holidays and any other holidays your kids may be on?
Lock them out the house.
No, but
Give them to grandparents.
no,
That's
not
a
that
great
one
one, I
either.
love that one.
This is option. This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've got 2 more options. One that's going to be my one. Let's give another one. Throw them with a tablet.
Put them in
Kids clubs.
Easter clubs.
Yeah. Or D, you could always get a basket, like a wee or a lunchbox, right? Just something
Yeah,
you've got and just
we
go
are
up.
going to do this.
This is what I do, right? I'll literally go, right, I've made your lunch, like sandwiches, whatever, they're in the fridge, just so that if I'm making their breakfast anyway, I don't want to be fucking constantly in the kitchen all day. I'm
Yeah.
And then you're
sick of
cleaning.
it. And also,
Then
see if
you're
we're
done.
going somewhere, I just go,
Cleaned.
yeah, exactly. I just go, oh, we're going out there now. I'm just going to take your sandwiches with me and put it in your lunchbox. And it just keeps things easier and also not super expensive. Just get them to get their lunchbox as normal, pick their snacks for the day, and that's their stuff.
I love that.
It's not this free for all where you're constantly raiding the snack drawer.
They do it because
Just
they're
go,
bored.
exactly.
Because we do it as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're sitting watching a movie or something and you kind of go like, I'm enjoying this, but I'm a bit fidgety.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
need
going to
a
get
flavour change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I need a texture change.
Yes.
And, you know, before you know it, you've gubbed it and then you go, I'm not satisfied. They're the same, which is, I just went, nah, enough's enough. It's going right up the top.
Exactly.
By the
But
way, see
picking the
the-
snacks definitely helps.
I'm 100% going to do that because see the way that my kids will just eat and eat and eat just out of boredom.
Yeah.
But also, I love doing the packed lunches. This has been a thing recently, right? See, because they don't eat sandwiches. I love the challenge of packing a packed lunch.
I literally bought the exact same
The wee
little
tubs.
issue.
Did you see them? They're basically like
Yeah,
dairy dunkers,
it's
and
so
then you
good.
can put like wee chicken satties in it, or you can put in
Hummus.
and breadsticks,
Yeah.
carrot sticks with a wee dip.
Lunchables, make it your own Lunchable.
Well, that's what I did the other day. I bought like the wee Ritz crackers, and then because mine are so fussy with certain things. Like Marcus is adamant that he doesn't like chicken, even though he loves chicken. He won't eat like chicken slices.
Yeah, Nora's the same. She'll
Or
eat
ham.
a chicken nugget, but she will not eat chicken as a dinner or
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's so
But
frustrating.
She'll grab a chicken nugget on the sly, like as if she'll take it off Willis's plate.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
But our thing, so recently, me and Marcus, obviously Chef Marcus, will make a lot of the wee pinwheels. Remember that time you had said about
Yes.
making them? That's our thing now. So we'll
They're
make
good.
pizza sauce, cheese, and then the little thing of like pizza topping herbs.
Yep.
Put that all over it, roll them up. Marcus loves it. I get a rating after every school day of how the lunch
good.
was. And I'm really living for it now.
Oh, fab.
As soon as I pick him up, I'm like, what did I get today, boss?
Was it
And
okay?
and he's like, what are you? An idiot sandwich. But so we make those quesadillas is another one.
Oh,
great
I love a
option.
quesadilla.
Like a lot of the combos are cheese, tomato, and some form of carb.
Yeah, but do you know what? You take what you can.
yeah,
Guys, I made bagels on the vlog.
I know you
You
did,
did.
and I've been craving them ever
You did.
since.
Guys, they were easy.
They
They
look
look
great.
easy. I would like to do a taste test before I plan on making them myself. So
Yeah.
you know how you said we were coming for dinner?
I will, wait, well, whatever is what, we'll do a lunch tomorrow then.
It's not lunch.
I mean, I could do your lunch tomorrow.
Make us a packed lunch.
I'll make a packed lunch. That's what I'll do, and I'll put it on the blog. Okay, but yeah, they were really good.
Turn up, one will be Minecraft and one will be like Hello Kitty.
Why don't we do that anymore? Why don't we have the proper packed lunches with the little plastic handle?
They're fun.
I actually seen one the other day, and it was. Do you remember? Let me take you down a nostalgia hole. This was the one you got it in yellow or red only, and it was a box, a lunch box, the plastic one, and it's so hollow, and it's got maybe a blue handle, and then see the front of it. You turned it, and it had like a
Iridescent.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mixing two things up. You didn't turn it. It was iridescent, and it had like some sort of play scheme on the front of it.
No, that was the basic lunch boxes when we were kids. So from my mind for that one, it was red. The handle was yellow. It had a matching juice cup that was
Yeah.
like cylinder. You would pop up the straw, but it didn't have a straw in it. You just had to tip it up, and quite often it would leak.
Oh, I don't remember.
I do. I can see it, and I remember my mum dropped me off at the childminders one day, and I threw it out because she was like, "I'm late for work. You need to go the now."
I had this one as well.
Forever
The
friends.
Forever Friends
Yes,
one.
I had that.
We also had these ones, and I actually think these ones here might have been something to do with Asda maybe. But it was like you had these plastic lunch boxes. They were very spacious. There was no bento
Let me
boxes
see.
nowadays.
That's Disney ones.
There was a Disney one, so you
Yeah.
had like they're basically just a plastic
Yeah,
box
but-
with the Flintstones on it, or it had like Fantasia, Mickey Mouse situation, or the Lion King or Aladdin
But
or
do
whatever.
you not remember the actual moment that came when somebody then just decided, you know what, we're too old for lunchboxes now. We're just going to bring in a Tupperware.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
know, but
A
that's
Tupperware.
sad.
I know.
And you were like, I've lost all my personality. How am I going to express myself?
It was such a fun thing of like the new school year is you
Yeah.
go and get a new school bag and a packed lunchbox. Why do we not do boxes anymore? When did we change to them being like the boys have one that matches their school bag and it just zips up?
Like
and
a
it's
little
basically like
bag.
a little cool bag.
Yeah, they are quite good.
But they
though.
also, see, the one thing that I love is the wee box that they have in it that's all in compartments.
Yeah.
And I love filling
It's fun.
the sections. It's
It is
very
fun.
satisfying.
It's
I do
very
enjoy it.
satisfying. Sorry, I'm now doing a rabbit hole of these lunch boxes, all with just different characters on them. This is the same company. They had the monopoly of the lunch boxes, and they just changed the characters.
Yeah, of course. E.T.
Great.
That feels like that would be earlier than us, though.
Yeah, potentially.
E.T. was the 80s. Did you have that one?
No, I did not. I was Forever Friends.
Right,
Really-
tell me
really
tell me
graduated by
quickly,
that
just
point.
while we're on the school lunch boxes. Give me a school lunch, a 90s, noughties, depending on where you sit, lunchbox item that you remember from primary school that you don't get anymore.
Pringles.
I'll go first.
Sorry. I jumped there. I jumped the queue there.
What, Pringles?
Pringles
Yes.
in the little like Pringles
Plastic.
shaped plastic. I was thinking of this the other day because we had
Yes.
Pringles in the house. The kids pure love them, and I thought that'd be a great one for your packed lunch as a
Yeah.
wee surprise. You don't get them. I'm sure you probably do on TikTok Shop. The wee like
Yeah, the wee
Pringle
compartment
cases.
Oh my
things.
God, mine was pink and sparkly.
It would
Mine
be
was Pringles
so
sparkly too, but you used to get them for free, remember?
yeah.
Or you had to send away for them.
There was something about a code, or you could go up and get them. I remember there was a free situation. I
Yeah.
remember it, but I had the pink sparkly one as well, and it was perfect because you could put in like whatever it was, 15 Pringles or something like
Yeah.
that. Perfect. Have you seen the thing people are doing with Pringles now?
No.
I'm not up for it.
That's the new trend. Lauren doesn't like the idea of it. There's a new trend going around TikTok, right? And so let's TikTok about it. This is basically getting a whole tube of Pringles, original, for example, just red ones.
Okay.
And then you're going to get bars and bars and bars of chocolate, melt them, and then see the tube.
8
open
bars of
it
chocolate.
Takes loads.
I feel like a greedy bastard if I would just eat 1 tub of Pringles and 1 bar of chocolate.
Wait, what are we doing?
What you do is you
Continue.
melt the chocolate, you open the Pringles tub, and you pour all the chocolate into the Pringles tub so that it gets into all the nooks and crannies in the space. And
Right.
it fills up to the top. You put it in the fridge for like 2 days,
Uh-huh.
however long it takes to harden. And then see when you take it out, because it's like a toilet roll tube.
Yeah.
You get the corner and you
Are we Swiss
unravel
rolling
it.
this?
You unravel it, and it's basically just a big, massive tube of chocolate Pringles. And you need to slice it you would get chocolate and Pringles. I'm kind of up for the chocolate and Pringle combo, can't lie.
Yeah,
But
the
it feels
chocolate-
gluttonous to
Right.
have the whole thing.
I'm going to tell you a
Yeah.
much better way to do this.
Let's just dip them.
We could. Or we could, if you want to do, so the one, are you talking about the one that the Darcy twins did? Did
Yeah.
you see that one?
Yeah.
Right, so they did dark chocolate, milk chocolate and
White chocolate.
right,
And marbled, didn't it?
and it kind of, all thingy did. Why not just melt the 3 chocolates, right? Get a big, massive baking pan. Ash, I'm sure you've got something like this in your utility room. Drizzle it all in, right? Make it all marbly, and then just get a big, massive packet of
Pringles.
Pringles.
Yeah.
Crunch them.
Crunch them, scatter them on the top. I'm actually going to say some rock salt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Salty chocolate always.
Done. I just don't like the thing, and then you have to cut it, but it's still a big, massive
It's
chunk.
a big
I'm
slab. No, that's
How
not.
are we?
like, surely at one point you're just going to get a mouthful of Pringles.
Yeah.
Like, and then the excess chocolate's just on the all around about.
No, I do think
outsides.
sometimes with TikTok trends, people just go, "What could I do that no one else has done before?"
Yeah.
So, which is
I kind
fine.
of love the inventiveness
Yes,
of that.
but
I
also
do.
the reason no one's done that before is because it's an absolutely shite idea. So let's not make everything viral, okay? Pringles are great, but there's definitely a way. See the little they're not Pringles, but they're Pringle shaped, and you get them from Lidl.
chocolate.
They are great.
Wow.
Oh, they're
They're just chocolate, but they've got little crunchy bits in
And
them.
they fit on your tongue and up the top.
And they
perfectly.
crunch like not exactly like a Pringle, but they've got a good wee crunch to them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're great.
They're called chocolate crisps. They're
Listen,
fantastic.
see a chocolate and a crisp is just the most elite combo
A
ever.
chocolate, a crisp, and the salt together.
Yep.
A wee bit of salt. The saltiness is what does it for chocolate.
I think a salt and vinegar crisp is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
With actually your favourite, your Chardonnay Co-op crisps.
Guys, I don't like them anymore. I'm off.
Are you off them? They burn your
What?
mouth too
Yeah,
much.
they burnt my mouth too much. I had my final moment with them, and then I went, "We're done."
Them
Uh-huh.
and a big massive chocolate button, or salt and vinegar squares with a bit of Galaxy in the top.
So we don't have the Pringles tubs anymore for school.
No. So what
But
was
we
your
love them.
thing?
Harvest Chewy. Do you remember those bars?
Fuck is
don't.
a Harvest Chewy?
A Harvest Chewy. That was my bar of
Can I look
choice.
it up?
Yeah, you
Harvest
can.
Chewy?
And you used to get white chocolate chip Harvest Chewies. It was a cereal bar. I loved them. Can you go for your one, please?
I can't think of anything that wasn't in my lunchbox that isn't still available now.
Monster Munch at Thunder Tongue Blue.
I never had them. My mum didn't buy into the numbers. She worked in a school.
No, she knew. But they were
She knew.
baked.
I never even got the salt and shake. See, when that came
I
out,
love them.
Salt and shake, that was my gran. Got me
never-
right into the salt and shake.
I never had them. I was always Walker's Crisps.
I loved a Mars Delight. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
They were like they were a bit like a ripple almost.
You can get the Bounty ones. You can get the Twix ones.
No, they're not Mars Delights.
You can get
You're thinking of crispy rolls.
yeah, but they're like
similar,
that.
weren't
But
they?
they've just never ever brought out the Mars
A
one.
Mars Delight was like a whole thing.
Oh shit! So it was. It
A
came in
Mars
two bits.
Delight wasn't like that. You're thinking of crispy rolls.
And
A
it was
Mars
ridged.
Delight looked like
Yeah.
a ripple, but in the middle it had a big like wafery bit, and then
that's
around
right.
that it had like a kind of caramelly bit, and then a white chocolate bit, and then a dark chocolate bit, and it
I know
looked like a
one.
whole bar.
I know one.
What?
Echo biscuits.
Oh, an Echo biscuit. Are you
I don't
joking?
think I
A mint
remember that
Echo.
either.
Do you know when me and Fraser started going out with each other, right? I used to go to his house for a cup of tea, which is very cute and wholesome. A cup of tea and an Echo. And it was specifically the mint Echo. It
that
was
sounds
like a whole
great.
bar of chocolate. There was
Yeah.
hardly any biscuit.
It was, but the biscuit was chunky at the bottom.
It was so good, man.
And I don't like white chocolate, as you know, but I love the white chocolate ones. Oh, also, Snowy.
Oh, a snowflake.
Snowflake.
A snowflake.
them.
Wow.
Not that I ever had that in my school lunchbox.
Something
I was not allowed
special.
that.
That was something special.
You know, there was actually a girl that went to primary school with me and she used to take crab sticks in for her lunch.
Oh, there was
Oh,
always one that
really?
had
There
the,
was always
yeah,
one.
that
A
had the
crab
weird
Her
stick
stuff.
name is
family?
still so distinctive in my head as well.
wow.
And her side pony. Like, it's
and their
mad.
crab sticks.
And her crab sticks.
I don't know a single person that buys them.
I didn't even
Her.
think they were real.
Does anyone that listens to this eat crab sticks?
Was it you?
What are the sticks though?
Crab?
Meat?
As in, is it like a
Formed.
satay stick with crab on it?
No,
No.
formed crab sticks. Like it almost looks like stalk of rocks.
Yeah. Or beetroot.
Weird.
Do you know what I would love to try? Lobster. Don't like shellfish.
Yeah, but if you get a half a lobster where they've already cut it for you and it's already like just sitting there, you can just pick the bits out and it's actually dead easy.
Not like when we went to that restaurant and we ordered crab to try it and it came and it was a full crab.
Oh, it was still pincing on the
It was
plate.
still pincing. It was too cute. It walked sideways off the tray
Ash
onto
was
our
really
plate.
trying to like encourage us and just going, it's lovely. It's actually really nice. We're going,
No, it's just
no, I don't. And I'm going, you'll not know you don't like unless you try it, girls. Come on.
you just don't want to
was
see it
too much.
sometimes, do you?
it was the pincers for me.
It was the pincers.
And the wee eyes.
you know, you don't want something to watch you while you're eating it.
No,
Fucking
you
True,
hell.
really,
the eyes
really
were
don't.
weird. Right, what about a nostalgia hole since we're already in it? Guess who has brought themselves onto the music sphere with their tune?
Who?
DJ Rankin in the mix, motherfucker.
What do you mean
He's
back?
released I Am a Raver. For
Really?
real.
Stop.
How do you know that?
Because it's on the radio.
Oh, really?
Rave heaven is my final destiny.
How has he not done this before now? He's got a whole catalogue.
Listen,
to
I
release.
spoke to Fran about this, right? See your PC DJs, they would have got the same chat we got at school of like, oh, well, that'll never get you anywhere.
Yeah.
He's in the charts with
Good
that
for him.
song.
No.
Good for him.
Good stuff.
And do you know what? They actually managed. How did they do that, right? See all your big like PC DJs from when we were younger. This was just guys that were making songs in their bedrooms at their mum and dad's houses. They had such vast knowledge on how to work technology at that age, right?
Yeah.
But also, how did they market it in such a way that people from like miles away knew their songs
know.
when
Yeah.
social media wasn't even a thing? How did they manage that?
Yeah.
I actually think about that. There was no TikTok, no Instagram. Like they were pushing that out there.
It was
purely-
MSN.
It was
and
MSN.
websites.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not being
Websites.
funny. How did we all know the same people's like these
Yeah.
people were just characters in my head. They were just fictional characters. I had never met any of them, don't know what they look like, but I knew all their names and their songs, all of it.
You knew their family dramas.
It's like, how did we know that? So if you don't remember already, right, I'm just going to play this song because it's called I Am a Raver and it's by DJ Rankin.
DJ Rankin in the mix, motherfucker.
Oh,
I love it.
I'm instantly transported back to
I
being
have a bottle of
14,
Lamborghini.
steaming,
same. Shine eyes. Shine eyes.
wenching someone.
Listen. Move
20
your back
Mayfair.
to the beat, motherfucker. Isn't in it?
Yeah.
He's got to make it. He's got to make it marketable.
Let's get to the good bit. I'm so sorry. We need to listen. Don't demonetize us, DJ Rankin. Bap, bap, bing. It's in it. so good, man.
I wonder though if, see, with like copyright and
I
stuff,
love
whether
it.
that's why they can't release a lot of their stuff. Because see, when you think about it,
a lot-
how many
a
of the
lot of
songs have got
tunes.
like Celine Dion in it, pure sped up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
I think
mean?
Celine would be honoured, actually.
Celine wouldn't care.
She would be like,
But
"Do you know what? I
look
love
at the
that."
look at the cover picture. It's so perfect. It's a
Sony
it's
Ericsson.
a Sony Ericsson Walkman phone. Remember that?
Belter, because everybody would say if you had that, they'd be like, "That's pure good for listening
Yeah.
to music
Pure
on, or
good
pure
for
good for
listening to
playing music
Dead
on."
good for doing infrared
Also,
transfer of the
See,
songs.
see that bit where it started going, red. See, if I was listening to that song on the bus, I would have the iPod down low, right, for the starter. See, when that bit started, see when it really kicked in, I'd be like that,
Oh, you
Yeah.
would.
getting the volume right up there, and you'd just be like that.
But bing, ba 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 bing.
By the way, I actually saw a post about this and I'm so on board with it that I want to write to, who is the guy that's in charge of Apple now?
I don't know. The Apple guy,
Mr. Apple.
Mr. Apple.
Hello, Mr. Apple.
Mr. Cox.
Why the fuck have you discontinued? Why Cox?
Cox Apples.
Cox apples?
It's a style of apple. We're not
Oh,
calling
is
him
it?
Pink Lady.
Okay,
He's
okay.
Cox.
Mr. Maybe
Makes
it's
sense.
Miss. Maybe it's
Pink
Mrs.
Ladies and Mr. Cox.
Maybe it's
Jeez,
Mrs. Apple. I feel really bad.
This
for
is
just
the
assuming.
Aprons having an affair.
No,
all over
but
again.
this is us also assuming that it's always going to be a man.
Aha.
Yeah.
Anyway, why did we ever discontinue the iPods? Why have we done that?
I don't think we have though.
No,
I
we
just-
have.
We have. It's
Have
gone.
It's gone. The reason we need it is because, see, if you want to give your kids something that they can play their music on and that they can like engage with music,
Yeah.
but not give them a phone, an iPod would have been perfect. I actually saw this and I went, oh my God, my kids they've got an Alexa in their room, right? So they play all their favourite music. They've got their own taste in music. They would love
Yeah.
to have an iPod. Can't get them one. Can't get an MP3 player or anything like that. They just don't exist anymore.
There was a pure divide though, wasn't there, if you had an MP3 player or an iPod?
Well, there still is. Are you Android or are you Apple? Like,
Yeah.
that still exists.
I know, but I feel like Android people are like, oh, the software's better and the
the
camera's
camera's better.
better.
It's probably true, to be fair. The iPhone camera's shite now.
But that is
Mrs. Apple.
Oh yeah.
Mrs. Apple.
Well, it's fucked, so we'll blame
We'll
Mr.
blame the
Cox.
guy. Yeah.
Blame Mr. Cox, of
Yeah.
course.
Sick,
Of
Mr.
course.
Cox.
The MP3 player, even what we used to do with that, to sit there on LimeWire and get all your songs and download them all. And in fact, what I would even do is go a step further. I would rename the songs to then have
course.
cute little, like, basically emojis, but we didn't call them emojis at the time. What did we call them? Emoticons or something like that. We had wee icons. Did we call them emojis?
I never called them
No, it
that.
wasn't emojis
What did we
for a
call
while.
them?
Emoticons. was one.
Emoticons, whatever
I
it
never
was.
used that word.
Whatever you call whatever you call them, I don't even know. But anyway, I used to like change them so they had like wee hearts and all that.
Yeah.
Before the actual song name.
The one on that I can still see on my iPod is Honey, I believe, but it was actually called I Believe.
I believe, because
Of
we did used to
course.
write.
Yeah.
And it was all the little dashes with the kind of bits.
I believe.
Yeah.
Believe spelled
Dun, dun, dun,
BELEEV.
No.
That's what we used to do.
Threes.
No, don't be silly. B3.
Oh yeah, okay.
Small
Sorry,
I,
we need
small
the
I.
numbers.
Large L.
Yeah. Let me just misspell every word so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
It was also, that was our code though. That was our Morse code so that like your parents didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But also, on that note, tell me, what is your top PC DJ song?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know.
I know mine.
do not know.
Go.
I don't know what it's called, but it goes like this.
Gary
Gary
McKay.
McKay.
That's the one.
Love it.
Please release it. That needs to also.
I'm
we
sure
need to have
he's
an
on-
adult version of the PC DJ wars, right? When everyone's got mortgages and weddings. Like
Yeah.
we need the new age of the
Everyone's
PC
there with a
DJs.
fucking mug of tea like that.
Exactly. Hanging up your washing, doing the dishes, right? We need to have the PC DJs of the times gone by. We need the Gary McKeffs and
Yeah.
we need the DJ Rankins to release their stuff into mainstream.
Oh, I liked Concrete Angel as well.
I love the
Oh,
Concrete
love that
Angel.
one.
But here's the thing, right?
Cry.
See when you think about it, see Gary McF, that song, right? Just look it up if you've not heard it, you'll be addicted, right?
I just sang it. You should know it.
You
That
should
was-
know
that
it.
was spot on.
It was spot on.
He did a couple though that were quite like
That was Sex Noises. That's what that is, isn't it? Right? Which in itself is the exact storyline of Kevin and Perry Go Large. How have we never made this connection? Do you not remember Kevin and Perry Go Large? Remember the Kevin and Perry movie?
yeah.
And they went on holiday
Hello, Mrs. Patterson.
and they had the recording.
sandwich, please, Miss Patterson.
Remember they had the recording of the sex noises of the parents' sex and they remixed it and they played it.
Oh, that's right.
All
They-
I wanted to do was do it.
Big girl, big girl. Oh,
What?
exactly. Is it not big girl? It says
I thought it was ditto.
big girl, big girl. I think it's big. I don't know.
Jungle is massive. Right, that we need to.
That's Jungle's massive. Pass it on.
That's that. Right. That storyline is the exact same storyline as Gary McKeff taking that song that he's obviously found somewhere and made it into a tune. He's remixed that sex noise and made it a song that is the exact, that there is the parallel. Why have we never discovered that before?
I don't know.
I was just sitting in my car the other day and I went, oh my God, is this fucking play about Kevin and Penny? That's exactly the same
That
thing.
is.
Ready? Beats,
Oh my
beats,
God.
tracks on
I'm
the
just
sky. Nobody knows.
I instantly, I can taste Lambrini. What's happened?
I'm magic.
I'm smoking a
Guys,
fag.
hurry up, I need to get by
You're
11.
mental. I'm watching 10 boys.
I'm peeing in the woods. What are you doing?
I'm standing inside the shop with £20 home. Someone will get me MD. What are you doing?
I'm smoking an Oxo cube. What are you doing? Oh my God.
I think that's that and set to away. BRB.
So, have you guys seen the meme that's going about just now? You know how there's those like CapCut edits and you can use like the green screen? Right? Have you seen the one that goes, it's a Limp Bizkit song and it's like, knock the fuck out, and it's a puppet and he's doing this?
No, I
you-
haven't seen this.
Right. We're probably getting this demonetized anyway. So, there's a puppet called Lady Elaine, right?
Right.
And it's off a like TV show that was aimed at kids called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. This is the song. Have you not seen this? Knock straight the fuck out.
That puppet
Right.
has got a real bad attitude.
So this puppet,
That's not a puppet. That's AI.
right? So this is the thing. So this is the meme. So people are using that, right? And it's, the words are like, "Knock you'll get knocked the fuck out." So it's like how I feel when blah blah blah, right?
how I
That-
feel when I can't get boots into my Pilates class.
that sort of
kind of thing. Like
right.
it's meant to be a wee bit like tongue in cheek.
So the weirdest thing about that is, see this girl here. Her name is Ash, and she is on.
What the fuck have you done?
I don't know. I told everyone that Dot Cotton was Millie Bobby Brown's gran. What have I done now?
This
What's she
girl
doing?
called Ash on TikTok has basically made a video, and she's like, I made a video to that exact same song doing those exact actions, those exact facial expressions. I will put this on the screen just now for you guys to see on the video, right? This little puppet doing these actions is actually someone who has went onto her video, made her, using AI, made her into this little figure, which has now become a viral meme, and it's her.
They actually
It's
did
hard
her really
actions.
dirty with that puppet.
I know, but it's her exact actions.
Oh, that makes me feel a bit sick.
So she's like, that's me though. I know that that's me. The facial expressions that this weird little puppet is doing is literally being mapped off of her exact movements in the TikTok that she made. And now it's gone viral and she's not got any like claim to it. She's just like, I know that that's me because look, the video that I posted that only got like 100,000 views. But now that meme is viral and it's everywhere.
Who made it?
Somebody
is
has just
so
went, I like that
weird.
video. I'm going to turn you into a puppet and make you a viral meme.
Why does that feel like a horror film?
It does.
That
It really
feels like a
does.
horror film. I hate it.
But imagine seeing a trend like that
And
and,
going,
then going,
"That's
that's so
me."
familiar because that's me.
It's almost like if you've seen a picture of someone years ago and you didn't know who they looked like, and then you were going, that is so familiar.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out you're a young Ghislaine Maxwell.
Exactly.
Wow, it was actually fucking terrifying. Guys,
Yeah.
can I show you my TikTok about it?
Go on then.
Right. Has anybody seen the Jane Sproule thing on TikTok?
No, I haven't. Who's that?
Right. So she's like an influencer, kind of. She had the most beautiful wedding, like very anti-fashion, everything like that. Right? She's just impeccable. Irish, right?
The ASOS dress.
The ASOS wedding
I've
dress.
seen it.
So she wore, let me just get this up because Ailey, I don't think you've seen it. So she wore this outfit to A wedding?
Right. So this is kind of
It's a full sequin dress, but the sequins are literally the size of the palm of your hand. And then she's got like a wee chiffon overlay, which is lemon. It's definitely a yellow
It's
dress.
a silver and yellow dress. Well, anyway, the comments
oh god,
went
for what?
up. What do you think?
You're
You see-
outshining the bride or something?
Yes. How on earth do you ever outshine a bride on their wedding day?
No.
I don't get it.
And see the amount of girls, right? And you read the comments and you're like, yes. And they're like, I want people to turn up to my wedding like this.
course
I
you
want
do.
people to
Make
make
an
this
effort.
much of an effort. It's all the insecure ones that are like, you are trying to upstage the bride. Like, this isn't your wedding.
See, if you're a
What if-
bride and you're worried about the guests upstaging you like that, make more of an effort. I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
See, if you're genuinely that worried that the guests are going to look like they've tried harder than you, you've not tried hard enough.
Yeah.
Also, why are we making it out like you've got... I don't know. I don't like the tone of that. It's almost like I don't want anyone being prettier than me on my day.
Why?
But
What do you
so
think
you're
is going to
insecure.
happen? Do you think your husband's going to go, in fact, I want to marry her instead,
What-
the one with the sequins?
What?
Exactly.
Here is my here's my like, it's not even a toxic take, it's another take, right? People are saying like, okay, however, please don't wear this to a wedding without having the bride approve it and stuff like that, right?
We're approving outfits now. This is
Fuck
This
How,
is weird.
how does that text go? Hi, really worried I'm going to look prettier than you. Can you just have a look at this dress?
And then she goes, nah, you look shite. Approved.
Yeah,
Approved.
exactly.
Approved.
Right.
I'll
How
just show
come-
my husband, he still thinks you're not as good looking as me.
It
Approved.
still chooses me, so we're fine.
How come she gets slaughtered for wearing that? I mean, this has been newspaper articles and everything like that.
Off,
It was
man.
like-
How
the Sun.
come that she gets like all these questions and stuff like that, but her husband, not dragging him into this, right? But I need him as an example. How come her husband, nobody would say, well, you can't wear a suit because the groom's going to wear a suit, and
so
you
is
might
the
have the
rest.
same. You might have the same suit on as the
Yeah,
groom.
and so is the rest of the entire wedding party.
How is it just
They're
females?
all the men are wearing the exact same outfit,
Because
basically.
they're not all pitted against each other as competition.
It's
Do you know what
so
the thing
weird.
is, right? I do think you see wedding pictures all the time, right? Not everybody's comfortable getting dressed up, not everybody's comfortable having makeup on or getting their hair done, right? I do think people that don't make much of an effort do stand out at weddings, like for probably the wrong reasons, unless I look and I go, you've got a justified reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think the only rule that is valid on a wedding day is don't wear a white dress.
And don't wear a red dress either.
no, I don't like the red one.
No, because a red dress signifies that you're a whore. So if you want to wear one,
That's
well,
been made up, though.
That's
it's
made
not.
up.
It is one of the etiquettes
No,
for
it's
a
a
wedding.
New, it's a new rule. It never used to be a thing. I don't like
It's
it.
the mistress colour.
No, I think red's fine.
Oh
White
my
is
God,
the only
so
valid
if I
reason.
wore a red dress at you and Chris's wedding, everyone's going to be like, she's the mistress.
Well, I
Here
would
comes
fucking
the
hope
whore.
not.
Exactly.
I would
exactly.
really hope
like
not.
at your brother's
That's your
wedding.
brother.
That's what I'm saying though. Like it's
That
just
got a bit weird.
I know,
Are you
but it's-
regretting saying that
no,
now?
like that was my whole point I was making. Like no one's going to say that because it's like, well, obviously not, because it's his
No,
sister.
but
It's a weird rule. I
I-
love a bit of red at a wedding. I
I
think it looks
love
gorgeous.
red. I love red. It is, stunning. It's actually a neutral.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
neutral, I agree.
But if I see a red dress at a wedding, in my head I go, oh,
No, but that's just because it's been shoved down our throats that there's all
Yeah.
these new rules. I would never
that's
in my
the only
life.
two rules I would say.
I don't
no
accept
white
the
dress.
I don't accept the red one. If I was at a wedding, there is never a time that I would look and go, "Oh my God, there's a red dress. She must be his other, like
I'm
his
just-
sneaky bit
I'm
on the
just
side."
worrying in case I've ever been to a wedding and wore a red dress.
Oh, yeah, red.
Which really?
A red dress.
A red dress is a wedding.
No,
Wow.
I think the only thing is don't wear a white dress. That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Don't worry about upstaging the bride because the bride
You're
should be
never
making the
going to
biggest effort of
upstage
her
her.
life.
The only thing I think
Exactly.
you ever need to worry about is not getting a hat bigger than the mother of the bride or the mother of the groom.
I wouldn't feel like that's an issue one.
But then
But
how
if
do you know?
if you went with a big massive feathery hat,
Yeah, but what
huge,
if mother of the, who is it?
Mother of
groom,
the
bride,
or
whatever.
groom. Bride or groom.
I think it's mother of the bride, and then nobody's allowed to take their hat off until mother of the bride
That's
takes
the
hers
shitest
off.
rule
I
I've
hate
ever heard.
weddings for that
It's
reason.
I
tradition.
know,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
traditions
Anyway,
that- real-
what
do you
if
know what?
she's not a
Sometimes
hat
rules are
person
just shite.
and hers is just a wee feather in the hair? What? So nobody else is allowed to
No,
wear a hat?
I don't mean that. I mean
Hats are
just like
fun.
hats are fun, but I would just say like I would never go. See if I was getting like a pure nice, like asymmetric kind of like a Chanel moment.
Yeah.
I'd make sure that it wasn't absolutely ginormous because I'd be like, I don't want to do that in case the
Yeah, but you want to be able to eat your dinner and
Yeah.
see across the table.
I
but
don't want to be wearing satellite dish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like black for a wedding. I like when people wear a black dress
Yeah.
to a wedding as a guest. I think it's cool. I don't think it's funerally. I don't think there's any
No.
other like like voodoo
Funerals are
around wearing a
changing,
black
though.
dress.
No,
to a
there's never
wedding,
been an issue with that. But I just go, she looked absolutely stunning.
which is why that's a full sentence.
Like,
That's a full sentence.
impeccable. There was nothing like ASOS, by the way, absolutely knock it out the park for wedding guest outfits. They really, really do.
Yep.
But she looked breathtaking.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? The bride is probably not caring, probably laughing.
It's
going,
almost like the bride might be her friend.
Yeah.
and might want her to look
Absolutely.
really nice.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. But you're like, how does a woman get pure, like, attacked for that?
Do you know why?
An
Because
actual
you
newspaper
just said a minute
articles.
ago, she looked absolutely beautiful.
Oh, she
that was a
did.
whole
Wow.
sentence. She looked beautiful. People don't like that.
I hate anything to do with weddings when it's so like black and white. If people go, no, that's a rule, you can't do that. And you
up.
actually see, if you were to sit down with real people that are not just chronically online and you go, would you give a fuck if this happened? They probably go, absolutely not, because guess what? Everyone at my wedding is like my friends and my family. And I
Exactly.
actually don't hate everyone and looking for a reason to cancel everyone.
Yeah.
But people online immediately see that and they go, oh, she's going to a wedding. What could we tick her off for? What could we go, no, you fucked it because you did this wrong? That's like some people's mentality online.
The girls in the comments, though.
No, I hope to God that she posted this after the wedding, because see if she'd posted that and then she sat down that day, she would have had that wee moment of going, oh no, like have I?
Yeah,
See that
yeah.
wee tiny niggle of doubt where your brain goes, maybe you did wear the wrong thing, and you're sitting there the whole day.
Oh, no.
Nastiness, don't like it. Actually, ring that bell. Ring that bell for the commenter daily.
This dress
Rat
is chic
bastards.
as hell, and I can just tell that the people criticising it are the same people who choose to wear infinity dresses to wedding.
Was it an infinity dress?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like early 2000s bandage dress.
Oh, I have no idea. Guys, before we jump over to confession sessions, can we have a wee update on what people thought about last week's story?
What, Find David?
Find David.
Fine, David.
Ailey,
Okay.
how do you feel about Find David today? The same as I did before.
It's not specifically on David. That's more my disapproval of the relationship.
Yep.
But we did actually get quite a lot of responses to that.
Give a quick synopsis of
Basically,
David.
this was a girl writing in to say, my friend's with this guy. She has complained about him in the past and said she doesn't really think he's the right one for her, but she kind of goes along with it and stays in this relationship for fear of disrupting the peace. The guy has now asked a friend for help in proposing, and she's like, I'm really worried because
He's just fine.
He's just fine. He's not the one for her. She's not madly in love. She's just okay. She's plodding along with Mr.
Mr.
Average,
Fine, yeah.
Mr. Fine David. So we did get a few responses to this. This one, hello, I've been a silent listener for the last year and never thought I'd end up writing in. However, I heard the story on the pod and had to say something. As someone else's Fine David who ended up divorced, alone and embarrassed, I can only encourage this girl to tell her friend to end it now. Let David go meet the right girl for him. He deserves someone who's madly in love with him too. My ex-wife settled for me, went ahead with the wedding and then found her Mr. Right a few years later. It's not worth the pain it causes. Go and tell your pal to run.
I love that take.
Yeah.
I
that's
love
also a
that's
guy's
guy.
perspective
Yeah.
as well.
Yes, and it's so true. And this is what's amazing, right, about stuff like this, because you're not just getting the nucleus of your friendship's opinions, right? It's
Yeah.
not just like your friends, your family, whatever. This is reaching people who don't really know you that well and just hear it so surface level.
Yeah.
See, for a guy to say that, like, do you know what? Release him from the shackles as well.
Yeah.
It's such good advice.
It's the way that we can put that story out to people, and then people who have been in every single aspect of the scenario can
Yeah.
go, hi, I also vote for you leaving Fine David because I was once Fine David and I don't want to be somebody's Fine David.
Yeah.
That's such a valid point though, that go and let him also
Yeah.
find somebody who's madly in love with him, because it's also not really very fair.
It's
we all
not at
deserve
all.
someone to be obsessed with us. That's the thing. And see if they're not, it's just not for you.
Another perspective here, girls, the door theory. This was
love
us
the
saying
door
that
theory.
she's settling for the first guy that answered the door, basically, rather than moving on to the next door where her perfect guy could be.
Go down the corridor.
I
plenty
love
of
it.
doors.
I left someone who was wanting to get married and have kids. He was a good guy, but lots of red flags. He was just not my person. 5 years down the line, I'm still single and despairing if I'll ever meet anyone. I know I'd rather be single than be with him though. So here's hoping my next door isn't far off.
It won't
Oh,
be.
it won't be.
It literally won't be.
It's the year of the horse.
And also, guess
Yeah,
what? I think
gallop along.
Gallop along. It's hard to meet people when You never
Sorry.
know when you're going to need to do a
I saw
gallop
my
sound
cue there. I saw my
effect.
chance.
Come on. See, the thing is as well, summer's coming, spring's coming, people are starting to come out of their houses again.
Yeah.
This is when you remember you have neighbours because you actually see people like out in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've been cooped up for so long. This is the time where you're going to meet people
This
again.
is also when it's a good time to get to the gym, go out
Yep.
for runs, meet another, like, what's the alternative to Find David? Great David?
Great, David.
Dream David.
Fantastic David.
Dream David.
Dream
Here's
David.
fantastic Mr. David.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Too long for the comment box. I'd have a girls' night and have fun girl questions to ease into it. So she's saying get your
Yeah.
pal round and say favourite food, favourite holiday destination, favourite like place, then say where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself being with the same person that you're with for the rest of your life? Do you see yourself being a bride anytime soon?
Oh, we're going subtle as a brick
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
How would you feel about
That's
that
why I'm
proposal?
laughing because I'm like, right, Ash, your question is, what's your favourite foods? Lauren, do you see yourself full time with this guy for the rest of your life?
And how would you feel about proposal and what
No,
if they
but a
asked me to help
girls'
you?
night, a girls' night. But we said this last week as well. Like, test the water with her.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to run? I'll run with you.
Would you like help leaving your man?
Imagine you just having a dinner together and you're writing in the peas, David, yes or no, with a tick box. Squeeze the tomato sauce to answer.
Poor David.
Yeah, but it's a universal response that this needs to be stopped. And if it has to be that we go to the wedding in sequin dresses, we might
Yes.
be waiting
We'll
there.
take the trolling.
Yeah, we'll stand up and say we object because he's just fine. No offence, David, you're fine, but you're not Mr. Right.
And also, the other thing with this is the friend could turn around and go, do you know what? I think I'm always bashing David to you because I'm just moaning and I'm venting. I actually love him to bits.
Yeah.
I actually am really happy with him. You just always get me at the times where I'm just moaning. I do.
Yeah.
I love him to bits and I actually do want to. And maybe he's more than fine.
Yeah.
Maybe he's fantastic.
Maybe it is.
Exactly.
But we
And
only know the 90% of the moans.
because we
That's
love
true.
to moan. We
We
need to be more.
do.
We need to be more positive and say good things.
That's like a culture thing in Scotland specifically. You would never be like, oh my God, I'm so in love, guys.
I'm in love, and I don't care who knows it.
Because the Scottish thing would just be like, all right, okay, well, I can stop going
But
on
the
about
Scottish
it.
thing is you pure slag things. I think you also can get in a rut about moaning about
Yeah.
your partner.
Yeah.
And if her pal's also not got a partner, maybe your pal could just feel a bit like an arsehole, constantly going like,
Oh, that's so true.
David brought me this in today, and me and David are doing this, and I hinted to David, and guess what?
Yeah.
He surprised me, and David's so nice, he said this to me, and you're sitting there like single as fuck. So
Yeah.
it could also be he just doesn't want to rub salt in the wound. So it could be
Yeah.
David's a fucking arsehole, like he fucking leaves his socks lying everywhere.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe she's just trying to make you feel better about being single.
Maybe the friend is moaning Myrtle.
Oh my God.
Maybe we have, she's not Zoe any longer. She's maybe moaning Myrtle. She just moans about stuff, but actually doesn't tell you the good stuff. But I think that's actually a rule for life, especially if you're somebody who moans to your family about your other half. You need to make sure that you're always balancing that back out with all the good things that happen, because otherwise you create this new perspective of what they think they're like when
Yeah.
actually you could be like, no, they're great. Why do you not like them anymore? You need to watch how you portray other people to your friends and family.
No,
Especially your
absolutely, because
pals
they
as
don't
well.
forget as well.
They don't
People don't
forget.
forget, like as much as you can easily move on, other people can hold the grudge.
Because they only know what you've told them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a bit worried for Find David now.
I
Well,
know.
yeah.
I want to now find David.
We do.
Yes.
Find
And
David.
give a wee
Hashtag
hug.
find David. Right, guys, thanks so much for listening. Make sure you send all your stories to 07428 957 885. You can WhatsApp us and send us TikTok links.
Yep, we love
Any
that.
like stories you've heard, or you can tell us your own stories.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Wednesday for confession sessions on Patreon, and on Friday we will see you for Overheard this week.
Bye.
Bye.